here working in the upstairs bedroom here again. Today we're getting closer to being done with this room here. Finally, we got a couple things left to do yet. First off, since the last video, the room has all been painted, ceiling, walls, everything. If you watch the video here of installing like the speakers and smoke detectors, all that fun stuff, everyone, I showed it at the end of that video there. Again, we didn't bother making a video on it. We just, yeah, as we had time, kind of worked on getting the painting done here. And I gotta say, I like the look of it here so far. Just classic white on the ceiling, and then like a really light green, I guess you'd call it here. Again, I don't know how well the camera shows this as to what it is, but looks really good there if you ask me. So yeah, all the painting has been done. Really sets the finished look for the room, right? Everyone's like, wow, okay, the room looks like it's finally getting closer. I'll have to try to remember to make sure we do like a before and after here once we're done, so you folks can see like what this room looked like, you know, before we started to what it looks like now. I mean, there's drywall on all the walls. There's walls on all. Yeah. Okay, excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, everything's covered here at this point. So like I said, there's kind of like, I'd say probably like two big things left to do here. One, we need to fix the doors here. So this door, and then the main door to the bedroom here as well. They're crooked. They don't open and close real well. This one's dragging on the carpet. Yeah, so it doesn't want to shut them because it's not aligned with the frame, so we got to fix that. It's kind of the story with all the doors in this house, I would say. A lot of the doors they don't shut well, they don't open. Yeah, the doors need some help. So I've been looking at these like, what's the easiest way to fix these? I think I've come up with a plan. We're going to simply tear the whole door right out, and we're going to install it like we would a brand new door. Seems like that'd be the easiest way to do this, if you ask me. I could be wrong, but that is my thoughts at this point. So we're going to get the door out. This particular door, we don't actually have to do anything else with, I don't think. And I was actually trying to look at this here. We're going to trim a little off the bottom of that door too. Or we'll raise the entire door up. We'll see what's here. Let's take a look at one. Yeah, we could probably actually raise the entire door up. That might be even easier yet, right? Feels like about an inch up top there. Just raise the entire thing up. We'll have to probably trim our drywall here a little bit, but that should be fine, hopefully. To be honest, I probably should have trimmed this a little better when we did it. We'll have to be careful. Don't want to wreck it now because, like, it's painted, it's done. So, but with this door, the frame is not as wide as, like, the opening. I don't know why that is. If you take a look here, yeah, there's the size of the frame, and there's our framing. So I don't know what the previous owner did with this, but interesting. At the very least, even though we do need to set it back a little bit here. That's the next problem with these doors here. Obviously, there was lath and plaster on all these walls before. That lath and plaster was probably about anywhere from 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch thicker than our drywall is. We just got 1/2 inch drywall on here. So that entire door needs to be pushed back a little bit. So that'll fix that problem. And then, of course, we'll get the entire door square, straight, true, all that good stuff. Get that all fixed up, hopefully. And then same thing for this door here as well. Same story over here. I mean, you can see too, like the door, it's not straight along the top here. We'll try to fix all that up. Could just be as simple as like the hinges are worn out too. I don't know. Make sure those are all screwed in tight and good. In the case of this interior door, like the hinge doesn't actually screw into the wall. Typically on your exterior doors, you're screwing your hinge into your wall, right? But you don't usually do that a whole lot with interior doors. They're not as sturdy, right? But if we have to, we'll have to. We'll maybe screw that into there. That'll keep that sturdy as well. And then same story here too. We need to push the entire door back. Although when we do that, this frame is then going to be too thick. So I'm thinking, I don't know how hard this frame will come apart, but I'm thinking about taking this frame apart. We'll take it out to the table saw, and we probably got to cut 3/4, maybe 1/2 inch off this door. So it'll fit the drywall, and then probably someday we'll probably put drywall on the other side here as well of one. So we don't want the door to be too thick. So we'll probably take, again, we'll measure it. Actually, should be, by the time we're said and done, it should be 4.5 inches wide, right? Because we got 3.5 inch framing, 2x4 framing. I got 1/2 inch drywall here. If we put a 1/2 inch drywall on the other side, this frame needs to be about 4.5 inches thick, or wide, whatever you want to call it, right? So anyway, I figure we'll start with this door, Evan. If I don't, if I wreck this door, it doesn't matter. Big deal. We can always get a new door, I guess, if we have to. But yeah, we'll see how it goes with this door. If everything goes good, which I think it should, then we'll do this door here as well. Okay, we got the frame all in pieces on the floor here. Actually, you know what? And one piece is screwed up to the side here yet. I use that as my router guide. I didn't take this drywall all the way back to the frame and everything because that was like an inch. So it's like, you know what? I don't think we need quite that much here. So I just did the thickness of that. Did trim up the top side here as well. I figured better because we're going to probably go up a little bit here with the door so we're not dragging on the bottom here anymore. So yeah, I think we're ready to put this door back together. I'm going to screw the top back together here. It was just nailed before, so we'll screw it. And then we'll get that door set in there and start trying to level it out. Nowadays, folks, you probably could see in the video there, we got the frame mounted here. However, the door clearly is having issues. You have one, and I think it's just because the frame is bad and the hinge location is bad, to be honest, Evan. The door is clearly too tall for the frame here. I don't know. Don't know if this is like some sort of homemade frame or what the deal is here. It's a pretty clean cut right there, so I don't know, maybe. The fact that I probably screwed it on the top of them probably now means that this top piece is probably down on there tight. Maybe it wasn't on there tight before. I didn't pay close enough attention to notice that when I took this apart. So possibly this was not sitting down on there tight. I think the best thing to do now is we'll take the door off. We'll take maybe like 1/8 of an inch off the top here. And then once we got that done, Evan, we'll obviously have to readjust this. This is all nice and plumb and square here, but clearly, again, I think our frame here is absolute garbage. So... yeah, definitely not up to my standards. We are going to, we'll have to shim that out some more. But like I said, we're nice and perfectly level there. When we got that really nice. Same thing on this side. That side down there's a little tight. I'm not sure. I might have to check that there again. The gap up, all the rest of the side here looks really good. We are a little tight with the drywall there. I think we're good though. That shim is, oh yeah, that shim's really tight. So I think we're good there. So yeah, we'll just, I think we'll take this out of it. I'm going to put this on my track saw. We'll take a quick 1/8 of an inch off the top there. And hopefully that'll alleviate the problem here, because our interference is this top piece. Okay, we took a 1/4 inch off the top of the door here. I was going to do 1/8 of an inch, but I figured that probably wasn't quite enough, because we probably needed like 1/8 of an inch to give us clearance up there, plus another 1/8 of an inch, you know, so a 1/4 inch total. And just so we got a little bit of gap in there. Yeah, I think that looks a whole lot better, if you ask me, Evan. A whole lot better. And obviously it closes now too. Now, we'll put some shims along this side here. See if we can close up that gap there as well. I went ahead and cut some larger boards here. Taking a page out of the previous installer's notebook here. Again, whoever framed out this doorway, actually whoever did this doorway period, I mean, clearly had no business doing this at all, because like, yeah. Anyway, I gotta have like some large pieces of wood in there, plus the shims. I mean, so rather than using like a whole package of shims for every single location I'm putting a screw here, like I said, I'm taking a page out of the previous installer's book and I'm putting some blocks in there, plus the shims to get it all in the right locations. So initially I just had some 1/2 inch OSB in there. Actually, it's 1/2 inch zip, everyone, which again, according to the level, that's what I needed. But we'll be installing this. This is 3/4 instead. So let's get that done here. It shouldn't take us very long. Let's just swap out what's in there, put these in here, plus some shims, work it out, and should be a lot better. Oh, Kevin, one door down, and check this out. I mean, it opens and it closes nicely too. None of this rubbish sloppiness, and yeah, that's like a. And let's see, does it hold the door test? A door test, by the way, you should be able to open the door to any position and it should stay there. If it starts swinging, that means your door's not level, which could possibly be in this case if our wall's not level. And it's not probably a whole lot I can do about that, because I do want this to be flush with the drywall, right? But I did check that, by the way, before I started this. The drywall, it's not 100%, and well, that's probably because of the wall, not necessarily the drywall's fault, but it's not 100%, but it is like 99.5% level, I would say. So yeah, there we go, man. I like the looks of that. Give the door a nice swing. Shuts nicely. Perfect, Evan. I think that turned out really good. We got a little bit of a higher gap here, but oh well, it shows it's perfectly level across the top there. When like I double and triple checked that, I'm like perfect. It's okay. I'm not gonna touch it. So, but yeah, got a nice reveal down the side. Pretty nice reveal down this side. I did end up taking out a little bit more drywall, Evan, so I got a gap here, so it's not tight. I don't know if you can tell there, push the paper back. So yeah, we're not tight, Evan. It is. There's gap there just to make sure. So I just ran the router up that again. No, I think we're good at the bottom. So yeah, just again, didn't want any drywall actually like pushing into it in case that was causing us problems. I think we're done with this door. Let's we'll move on to the next door. Okay, for the second door here, we have trim on the outside here. I'm going to do my best to not destroy this trim if I can help it. I don't know if it's going to go back on or not. We'll have to see once how that goes here. Because again, the plan is once I take this off, everyone, I'm going to take off the amount needed on this door here so it will fit inside here, right? Because again, we got to take off, looks like about a 1/2 inch here, or maybe 3/8, somewhere in there. 3/8 to a 1/2 inch, Evan, to accommodate for the fact that we had plaster before, now we have 1/2 inch drywall. And more than likely at some point, Evan, we will probably do this wall here as well. So like I said, I want to make sure I trim this door down. We'll take off again however much is needed here. It's probably about 1 inch or so if I had to guess here. So again, we'll try to get this off without destroying it, and we'll get the whole door out. Okay, we got the entire frame out here. I think we're going to run this out to the table saw here in a minute. We'll get, I'll have to figure out how much we're going to cut off here. We'll measure that here in a minute. Then we'll take it out to the table saw and cut that off. In theory, we just need to be, what, 4.5 inches thick here. 3.5 inches for our 2x4, plus 1/2 inch drywall. And eventually probably 1/2 inch drywall on this side. So it looks like we're probably, looks like about 3/4 of an inch here at the moment. I'm not sure, wow, what happened here anyway? Wonder if I just did that when I was taking the door out. Oops, oh well. Hopefully not. Anyway, yeah, we'll run this out to the table saw and cut these down. Okay, we finished running these through the table saw here. I think they turned out pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good edge on there. I think Evan just took it nice and slow and easy here. Try not to leave any marks. We got like a real small one right there, but let's see, is that the side? Yeah, that side's actually covered up anyway, Evan. So once we put the trim on it here, there'll only be like this much of the board visible anyway, so we should be good. We'll probably have to stain or paint this again here at some point, Evan. Unfortunately, at some point, Evan, someone did some painting on this, and yeah, the sins they committed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know who did this paint job, Evan, but not to mention, of course, it's flaking off as well. It looks like whoever did, so there's like a tan color underneath this, Evan. Looks like whoever did that did a decent job, but then someone slapped white paint on this, and the sins are great, and they are many, shall we put it that way. Anyway, we're gonna take this back inside. I think we're ready to reinstall this. Okay, there we go, but I think I'm happy with that here finally. I don't know if you noticed in the video, but I ended up actually having to cut a little bit off this side of the jamb here so I could actually lower this side down. And just, no wonder why that side was so high, right? I had it all the way down and I screwed it down and I checked the level, like, that's not quite good enough. In fact, I probably could have cut just a little bit more off. It's all the way down here again. I mean, I cut, I don't know, probably like 3/16 of an inch off or something like that to push it down. And again, like I said, probably could go probably another 1/8 of an inch if I really wanted to, looking at that. Also, I don't know if you noticed in the video too, when I ended up having to loosen these screws up here a little bit. Having the screws, it just pulled this too tight up here, and it fit, but it was like really, really tight, and I just did not like that. Like, you want to see a little bit of a gap here, everyone. I mean, again, like I said, it was working, everyone, but it's like, I don't know. Anyway, looks like it's working pretty good now, one. Again, typical door test. Door should stay in any position. Wherever you put it, it shouldn't, start swinging either open or closed. It should just, You put it there, it should stay there. Put it here, it should stay there. So I maybe need to oil this here a little bit. It looks like that might be sticking, but yeah, door, boom, real nice, Evan. Looking really, really good. I like that. Need to go around and trim these off, but I think with that, that's going to do it here for this video, Evan. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And yeah, I think this is definitely the right approach. Rather than trying to fix the door, just take the dad blame thing out, redo the whole thing. You know, in this case, we had to cut the jamb as well, like I mentioned. So now this side, yeah, when I go to put this trim back on, I mean, obviously it's not probably quite going to fit. In fact, I'm debating if I'm even going to, well, yeah, I probably will put the trim back on just so it doesn't look too horribly bad. There'll be a gap here. I don't know if I was debating if I want to get like a little thin piece of wood. I'm just to stick in here temporarily, but I don't know, we'll see. Once I might do that one. Oh, you probably should nail that back down, shouldn't I? I just realized that's sticking up a little bit. It's one of the nails I cut off. It's, oh well, we'll just probably pound it back down, call it good. And maybe someday when I'm rich here, we'll just buy new doors. That might be even a better idea, right? So anyway, with that one, you folks have any comments or questions, again, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.